And straight on into it. Welcome, guys. It is time for the final game of this week's Split It Like Maru, or do the Maru splits, I think was the name. Jesus, I can't even get the name of my own challenge. It's the final game of the the Split Like Maru challenge, where players are to send in sick micro. We've actually had some hilariously exciting, fun, kind of multitasking, crazy back and forth games. And this one looks like it's going to start off very aggressively. Down here at the bottom right, representing Valid G, it is Maverick. Opening with a cannon rush, very quick probe going across the map. It's going to be a PvP. Oh my god, there's already a probe in there as well. Up here in the top left, it's Black Sword, who, by the way, has seen the most suspicious probe of all time, and only now is pulling a probe. That guy walked into your base this early. You've just pulled one probe. Black Sword here, one of the most trusting people. Guys, if you ever want to just walk into someone's home and be like, can I live here now? But I think Black Sword's the guy whose house you go to. You're like, can I just sleep on your couch? He's like, yeah, sure. You're like, I have a knife. I'm just going to put that here. He's like, no worries. You're like, can I put my needles down here and my heroin? And he's like, okay. And it's like only at the point where he's holding a knife to your throat and demanding you give him the PIN code to his bank account does he start to worry and go, maybe this isn't actually the best idea, letting this guy into my house. I mean, to be fair, it's a good reaction now. Black Sword has pulled a ton of probes, has actually killed all 3 pylons and that cannon before it finishes. But Maverick, I think, is ready to go for round 2 down here. That pylon finished, but I mean, this has been held. There's a zealot. You got to get down here though, buddy. Black Sword, what are you doing? 4 probes are getting run across the map. Oh no. What do we, wait. What are you doing, Black Sword? The zealot's going back to, whoa. What's happening? Black Sword. This isn't over. What are you doing? You could have got down there. Wait, Black, because Black Sword pulled so many workers. Where'd those other 4 workers? They just got back. Oh my god. Black Sword, you got to get guys on gas and get a cyber core. Yesterday, if you want to defend on the high ground, you need to... Oh no. Black Sword had such a great hold, just did not pull anything to the low ground. And now has 2 zealots. Cyber core only now starting. Get out of there. No, don't go in. Don't go in with those zealots. You're going to lose them. Does get the probe, so that's actually kind of nice. But there's another probe. It doesn't even matter, man. Can take out this gateway on the high ground, which is nice. But another cannon going to go down immediately. There's no gateway here. Black Sword does have a lot of money, but... And he's up 4 workers, but lost so much mining time earlier. Ooh, the heavier zealot with more hit points is tanking. They get some damage on the cannon, but a lot of that is shields that will regenerate. So, you know, the zealots now very low on hit points. Remember, they are mostly hit points. They only have 50 shields. They have 100 hit points each, and almost all of those hit points are gone. They will not regenerate. These zealots need to just get the fuck out of there and hold position. Black Sword is building 2 more gateways back here. That's a good way of doing it. Okay, he's going to try to build stalkers from back there. Knows this gateway will go down. We'll need more pylons. He's building batteries down here, which is going to help defend this. It's 3 gate zealot from Maverick. Maverick comes forward. This one zealot is like, dude, I'm on full hit points. Just kills one of them and is like, still no gas here for Maverick. Maverick is doing a completely all-in version. If like 4 or 5 stalkers get out and he keeps the Nexus alive, Black Sword will just win. There's no gas. There's no transition. Cybercore goes down now. Maverick only now starts up probe production. This was a 14 probe cannon rush, guys. This is as all in as it gets. This is the version where if you just get some stalkers out, you'll be fine. The gateways are done. Black Sword, stop looking at your zealot. You got, oh no, he's just staring at his zealot right now. What's he doing? Black Sword, we're going to his camera. He's still staring at his zealot. Build stalkers. Oh, Black Sword's brain broke. Black Sword's angry. Black Sword does not like being cannon rushed. He's just staring at it. He's staring at his zealot right now. He's on 0 APN. Oh, his cat just jumped on his keyboard, or his kitchen's on fire. There we go. He just got back. He just AFK'd for 30 seconds in the middle of a cannon rush. If Black Sword wins this game, it is going to be legendary. I don't think he can. Not with that delay. This cannon's in range of the Nexus now. The zealot's just standing there. What are you doing? Black Sword, get out of there. You're wasting all your shield battery energy, mate. I think he's trying to tank so the probes survive, but oh my god, that's 4 zealots versus 1. This one heroic zealot is trying to hang on. The stalkers are going to come forward. They need to make sure they don't get surrounded. I think they'll be okay. So that shield battery will go down. They're going to pull back, and we'll see exactly what happens there. Those 5 zealots. That zealot's taking a ton of damage. The shield batteries are almost out of healing. He's actually got Warp Gate done at this point. This is insane. His Robo's almost finished. This is actually crazy. Black Sword has so much money. He needs to be massing shield batteries right now. He's trying to take out the cannon, but there's shield batteries there healing it as well. And there's so many zealots in front. The probes are starting to fall. I think Black Sword might just be a dead sword at this point, guys. The transition at home, by the way, that I was talking about from Metric was thinking about it and then said, actually, I'm not going to build a gas. I'll just build one probe at home, and that's it. Built one more probe and a cyber core, and just chilled. Still not building probes. Metric's just like, leave the game, leave the game. I don't know how to build a gas. Please leave the game, leave the game. But Black Sword is actually killing a lot of the zealots now. I mean, he's just clicking on the Nexus. The zealots are going to sacrifice themselves for this Nexus. The shield batteries still have not started healing it. There's still over 400 minerals, though. And, I mean, the thing is, there's 6 Stalkers out right now, guys. 6 Stalkers absolutely destroy this. I mean, yeah, there's enough shield battery healing. They smash this cannon. They got way more DPS. All the shield battery healing is gone. That cannon's gone. Just make sure you don't get surrounded with the Stalkers and you'll be fine. And yeah, they're taking it out. Behind this, he's making more zealots. So, I mean, Black Sword may have AFK'd, but Metric apparently has one hand down his pants because he's like, well, I've won the game. Dude, you only have zealots and cannons, and you've let your opponent mass Stalkers. It's time to start doing something. He's taken 2 gases and started probing. He's going to try to overwhelm with mass unupgraded zealot. I mean, the Stalkers are surrounding themselves in a corner. Get out of there. Oh my God, Black Sword. You got to keep them in the open, buddy. Got to keep them in the open. All the shield batteries gone. Those zealots are very long. He's still just massing zealots. I mean, there's no way slow zealots are ever going to beat Stalkers here. And he stopped probing. He's not doing anything else. He hasn't put on gas. Metric's mechanics are truly godlike, guys. He has 1 Nexus and 1 probe control group, and all he's spending his APM on is microing slow zealots back and forwards, which is achieving nothing. This is truly a spectacular ability to have no idea how to transition from here. Valid G is just like, yeah, man, I got nothing building and I'm microing slow zealots. The micro has achieved literally 0. And yet he keeps focusing all of his APM. He's on 1,000 minerals, and he builds a robo and 2 gateways at home, but he's still only on 9 probes on minerals. This is incredible. Metric is just staring. And we've got to go on Metric's camera and get inside the mindset of the player who's spending 100% of their APM. Okay, he's finally realized. He said, bring the zealots home. No, he's going to go back and micro the zealots now. Oh my God. The Nexus is being rebuilt, guys. Black Sword's like, hey, I'm back on 11 probes mining. The same 6 Stalkers that I've had for the last 5 minutes, they're still here killing everything. Oh my God, this is so hilarious. Metric gets a Stalker out. 2 gates and a robo about to finish home. Still has not built any more probes. No. Now looks at home, queues up 5 probes and chronos it. Oh, it's actually, you know, I feel like there is a whole class of players out there who they might use control groups a bit more and hotkeys more, but Florencio actually has a lot more poise and multitasking in times of crisis than them. I love you, Metric. We've all done this. I've done this when I'm cheesing, but I really admire the just absolute lack of a follow-up. It's impressive, mate. No probes have been rebuilt for Black Sword. It's just going to be Prism, Stalker, 2-gate, counter all in here. And I mean, if you get a couple of Immortals out, you should beat this with as Metric. You got 2 shield batteries, you got an Immortal. Most important thing is to queue up another Immortal. Could have had like 500 more minerals if had probed up a bit more earlier. Chrono's a second Immortal. I mean, yeah, you hold the ramp with Zealots and Immortals. Like, the Stalkers can't really do anything. Now, obviously, the Prism gives you a lot of micro ability, but you need to be toy with that micro because Immortals 3-shot Stalkers. I'm not lying, right? Oh, they actually don't. Sorry, guys. It's like with +2, they 3-shot Stalkers. With +1, 55 times 3 is, yeah, okay. Yeah, they with +1, they 3-shot Stalkers. They almost 3-shot Stalkers as is, but they don't quite. They don't quite until they have +1. But with a single Zealot swipe or a Zealot Stalker shot, they effectively do that. Twilight Council is on the way for Metric, is building a Prism, is up 7 workers right now. The bases will mine out, so that might not be the end of the... Oh, there's an Immortal in here for Black Sword as well. Oh, don't go up there! Black Sword! Black Sword! Black Sword with a masterful headbutt! And, oh my God, the Stalkers are just getting ravaged. Absolutely 0 pickups on the Prism. And I mean, this really was a split like Maru game. We had some fantastic defense from Black Sword, where he went to sleep for 30 seconds when he was meant to be building Stalkers. Metric then microed slow zealots back and forwards. And we just saw a headbutt up a ramp into a choke point, letting Stalkers tank against 2 Immortals. And that was a truly beautiful opposite of what an engagement should look like from Black Sword. Yeah. I don't know if the kitchen's on fire or what, but that was not what that engagement's meant to look like, guys. Now Metric's just going to go across the map. There's a ton of shield batteries there. 2 more gateways going down, but only 14 probes. Oh, I wouldn't go for this fight right now, Black Sword. You got to get out of there. That's 2 Immortals versus your 1. Oh, no, the prism. Okay, Black Sword's got to run, but Black Sword's going to try and fight in the tall grass here. Oh, he's going to try to... Okay, just says, all right, just sack the Zealots. We've got a Stalker, a Sentry, and the Immortal. We'll try to counterattack by time. Charge is on the way for Metric, who's going to recall those units to try and intercept the prism, but that prism also got recalled. So they're both like, haha, I will anticipate your drop, but he's not even checking for the drop on the right. So why'd he recall? I'm so confused. Okay. Now Black Sword's probing. I feel like, I mean, what would be the right thing to do? I think whoever gets a Nexus, I feel like taking a corner Nexus and just defending and letting your opponent take bad fights into you and only building like Immortals, probably the way to win from here. I mean, charge is going to be finished, so these charge lots will do a lot of damage. But you know that's not going to work if you headbutt up the ramp into force fields. No, Metric, don't. You're just going to blindly headbutt into a 1-base opponent who you know has mass shield batch. Oh no. He's got the prism up front, sees the force fields. Is he going to go for it anyway? Metric, 300 IQ or 3 IQ? 300 or 3? Guys, shout in chat, 300 or 3 right now. Go, 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 go. Get your guesses in. Is it going to be a headbutt into force fields with no way to break it? Oh, he's baiting you all. He's like, it's 3, it's 3. Nah, pull back. 300, man. It was a bait. I baited the force field. It was worth it. But he's toying with the idea of the drunken headbutt. Force field, where's the force field? Black Sword, a little bit slow on the force field. The prism is just going to elevate it to the high ground. I mean, it was so slow on the force field. He gets the Immortal, it's worth it. It works anyway. He's not in range of the shield batteries. Black Sword has tap out with 550 minerals, fighting out of range of the shield batteries and not landing the force field. I don't know what I just watched, but it was a truly impressive display of transitional awkwardness from both players. This was like watching a date between 2 14-year-olds trying to hold hands for the first time and feeling very awkward, and one of them's just sweating like profusely and the other one is kind of fidgety and stuff. It was the opening. I was like, oh, good probe pull up here. It was fantastic. I mean, that was a really good, really crazy aggressive cannon rush, but a great probe pull. And I was like, oh, cool, just pull like 4 or 5 probes down here. And what was really funny with this, right, is they all chase that probe. None of them go to stop the other pylon. And then Black Sword's like, yeah, I got to kill this pylon. It's like, it's right there. Even now, if he just sent the Zealot and the probes to attack that, he'd kill that cannon. But I think Black Sword honestly didn't notice it was there. Right? And he's like, not building a cyber... Yeah, and then he's like, oh, you're going to try again? I'll get rid of that. I don't know if it doesn't notice this on the bottom of the screen or what. But then Metric was so far ahead because Black Sword AFK'd and didn't build those Stalkers and just didn't transition and could have built like 10 probes, 2 gases, could have built a Stargate or a Robo here or at home and been so far ahead and just kept building slow Zealots. It was like... The scary thing about the Zealot Cannon mineral only rush is it just hits you so hard with so much power, but it's got no follow-up because there's no maneuverability, there's no flexibility to it. But that was beautiful. GG, well played. Thank you very much for the support. And Metric and Black Sword, whichever one of you sent me that replay, thank you. That was a crazy, ridiculous game. GG, well played, mates. Absolute chaos. Thank you.